Peppa Pig Theme Park is located right next to Legoland Florida. It's about 4.5 acres. It is smaller, but there is a lot to do, so we're going to go over all the rides. After entering the park, we're going to go to the left and show you the 2 rides there first. Back this way is the Dinosaur Adventure and the Pirate Boat Ride. First up is Grampy Rabbit's Dinosaur Adventure. The minimum rider height requirement is 34 inches, that's the minimum, and then guests less than 43 inches must have a rider 14 years or older. If you have a little one, they can sit on the top seat and then you sit behind them, or if they're big enough, then they can sit by themselves on the bottom seat, and adults can go on this as well. Now there is no seat belt, you just hold on to the strap. That could change, but as of right now there was no seat belt when we rode. It's an adorable ride, especially if your little ones like dinosaurs or if you like dinosaurs. Most of the rides here at Peppa Pig Theme Park last about 2 minutes each. The second ride I'm going to show is Grandad Dog's Pirate Boat Ride. Now there is no minimum height requirement, but guests less than 43 inches or under 4 years old must be accompanied by a rider of 14 years or older. This is a cute ride that you go into a little pirate boat and you go around in circles and you kind of bounce around a little bit. It goes up and down like you're going along the waves. It's fun, great for the whole family, lasts just about 2 minutes or so. And right next to the ride, there are some sand areas that the kids can play. If you want to see more of the activities, I will link our full vlog down below. We explored the whole theme park, but this is basically just going to focus on the attractions. Across from the Pirate Boat Ride is Peppa's Pedal Bike Tour and George's Tricycle Trail. There is no minimum height requirement for this one. They just pedal along the track. This was actually one of my daughter's favorites. Even though there's not a whole lot to it, she just kept going back. I will say you may need to help your kids or help move some bikes because there were no workers to move them, and I'm sure when it gets busy it might get a little chaotic with all the tricycles on the track. But maybe if you go early first thing or last thing when it's not as busy, it might be a little bit easier to pedal around. The fourth ride would be Daddy Pig's roller coaster. This is actually a really neat queue inside because you go through Peppa Pig's house before you get to the coaster. This was my husband and I's favorite ride, of course, because it's a fun family coaster. Now the minimum rider height is 36 inches. Guests less than 42 inches have to have an adult 14 years or older. You actually go around the track 2 times. That was a nice surprise, and there are a couple of takeoffs that you really get some speed. It is not intense, but it is still a pretty good coaster for kids to start out, and it's fun for anyone. The fifth attraction is Mr. Bull's High Striker. Minimum rider height is 34 inches. Guests less than 43 inches need a rider 14 years or older with them. This is a fun mini drop tower. I really liked how long the ride lasts. It was almost 2 minutes, and I liked how random the drops were, so the kids loved not knowing when they were going to drop next. And the last of the 6 rides is Peppa Pig's Balloon Ride. There is no minimum height requirement. Guests less than 51 inches must have a rider 14 years or older. You go up high in your little balloons and then spin around in a slow circle. It's not super fast, but you get a good view of the theme park. Of course, you can see the parking lot, but it's still a good view overall of the whole theme park. And this ride is also wheelchair accessible. They can just roll you right into the balloon. So those are the 6 rides at Peppa Pig Theme Park. There are other little attractions such as the cinema where the kids can go in and have some quiet time watching Peppa Pig. There's a fun fair with some little games. They also have Rebecca Rabbit's Playground with some different sections with different areas. They really utilize all the space they have. And then also a splash pad my kids did not want to leave. So those are the highlights. If you'd like to see more in detail, I'll put our vlog down below. Let us know if you have any questions or message us on Instagram anytime. And as I mentioned in our vlog, I would highly recommend bringing a lot of sunscreen, maybe even a parasol because there is almost no shade, and sunglasses because it can get really bright.
Stay awake, subscribe. For more videos, go to your channel and subscribe.